Do you feel like you have the gift of choice? Are you making the choices or are the choices making you? This is Coach Sandy, and I encourage you to kind of investigate that question. I'm going to be sharing this month about choices, and I'm going to be taking a lot of the information from a book that I highly suggest that you might want to read. It's called Essentialism by Grey McKeown. And one of the things that I feel is life got complicated. Do you feel that way? Are you living simply, or is life more complicated? Are there more expectations on you? How are you juggling them? And can you get off of that highway and maybe slow things down a little bit? So I'd like to read to you from this book just a few of the highlights of what makes a non-essentialist. So this is probably the vein that you're living in right now, the highway that you're on. So a non-essentialist says, I have to. And then you ask, can I fit it all in? You react to what's most pressing. You say yes to people without really thinking about the trade-offs, and there are always trade-offs. You also take on too much. And so maybe your work suffers, or maybe your family life suffers, your relationships, maybe your personal self-care. Something suffers. And you feel out of control, which leads to feeling overwhelmed. And when you feel overwhelmed, you get more frustrated, and then you try and do more. So you push harder. Does this all sound familiar? So I'm going to encourage you to think as an essentialist does. And so an essentialist says, I choose rather than I have to. And that only really a few things matter. And you look at what are the trade-offs. As I said, there are always trade-offs. So the disciplined pursuit of less isn't easy, but I can tell you, I do believe it's very, very worth it. And I think it saves our sanity. So pause to discern what really matters. And there's a difference between judgment and discernment. Judgment uses our beliefs and values, but in more of a negative way. You know, you judge something to be right or wrong for you. Discernment allows you to investigate with curiosity and determine how it best fits into your life, if it fits into your life, and you do it using a more heartfelt way of processing information and opportunities. So saying no to everything except the essentials. So your discernment gets you to the point of saying, okay, this really is non-essential. It doesn't take me, and here's the other part, it doesn't take me to what my higher purpose is, what my mission is. And so you use that as a filter. And that allows you to feel like you're more in control. So I want to just open this door of curiosity for you. I will be doing a workshop that is free toward the end of the month. And I offer you the opportunity to attend that. I also am just going to share my screen with you for a moment because I want to invite you to consider some opportunities. So the workshop will be, as I said, the gift of choice. We will go through a large amount of information that I will be happy to share with you. And then should you want to know more, you can book a discovery call with me. And I will give you the option to do that at the end of my presentation here, my little chat with you. But I do have 3 different ways that I coach. Number 1 is one-on-one. It is the fastest and most intense. And the second is probably the softest, which is we build community. So this is maybe 12 women coming together on Zoom. So think of it as a book club with a purpose and mission to grow into our more amazing selves. And the third is Positive Intelligence, which is a 6-week course, and it has applications to it, and it is more of an accountability, keeping us on task, keeping our mindset clean, building our mindset muscles. So all of these different programs have a different way to invite you to learn, grow, and become more awesome, and also to simplify, to become more essential. So here is the link to go ahead and get an appointment with me, a discovery call. Spend about 20 or 30 minutes with me and determine if, in fact, one of these programs is right for you, or if it's even the right time for you. So it's calendly.com at Coach Sandy, Empower Women, and there you go. You can also find me at Coach Sandy at wellness/with/attitude.com. Thanks for dropping in. I really appreciate your time. And I hope that you will just think today about, how can I simplify my life? What is it like to be more aware, more essential, less non-essential?